don't talk about this often, mostly because for a long time no one believed me, not even my parents. When you're 12 years old and the people who are supposed to protect you don't believe something, it sticks with you. But this happened, I know it did. And ever since that night, I lock every single door in my house, every night, every time I leave a room. I can't help it, it's just automatic now. It started on a Friday evening. I was 12, and for the first time in my life, my parents were going to be gone all night. They had some kind of work event out of town, a fundraiser or a dinner thing. I don't remember, but they asked if I wanted to stay with a family friend. I said no. I was so proud that they trusted me to stay home alone. I felt grown up. I even made plans. I was going to stay up all night playing console games, eating junk food, and maybe, if I was lucky, beat a game I'd been stuck on for weeks. It was just a normal 2-story house. My room was upstairs, at the very end of the hallway. The living room was directly below it, kitchen and dining area across from that. Nothing fancy. It felt safe, familiar. I remember glancing at the clock around 11:30 PM. I was sitting on the floor with the controller in my hand, halfway through a bag of chips, totally dialed in. That's when I heard something. It wasn't loud, more like a scraping noise, faint, like something dragging across concrete outside. I paused the game, just listening. But after a few seconds of silence, I shrugged it off. Maybe a trash can rolling in the wind, or a raccoon, basically anything to rationalize it being something fine so I could go back to my game. I hit resume. About 20 minutes later, I heard it again, but this time it was louder and closer. It sounded like it was right outside the front door. I muted the TV. Suddenly the whole house felt too quiet. I sat there frozen for a second, just listening. Then came the knock, soft. Not loud, not urgent, just deliberate. Nobody was supposed to be there. My parents always called before coming home. Always. Another knock. Eventually, I got the nerve to creep over to the small vertical window next to the door. The kind that's just wide enough to peek through if you move the curtain an inch. So I did. And that's when I saw him, a man, standing completely still on our porch. He wasn't wearing a delivery uniform or anything like that. Just dark clothes, heavy boots, a coat that looked too long for the weather. His head was tilted down slightly, like he was listening. And then, his head turned slowly toward the window, toward me. I yanked the curtain shut and backed away, my heart going crazy in my chest. I knew he saw me. I turned and ran up the stairs, not quietly, not strategically, just full panic. I shut my bedroom door and pressed my back against it, trying to slow my breathing. I didn't have a cell phone back then. The landline was downstairs by the kitchen. I kept telling myself to go down and call 911, but I couldn't move. Then, I heard the front doorknob jiggle. Not my bedroom door, the front door. And that's when I remembered I never locked it. I ran in after waving goodbye to my parents and just started my night. I forgot to lock the door. I felt this horrible cold feeling sink through my chest. Then the front door clicked open. I swear I've never felt anything like that in my life. My skin felt electric. My eyes started to water, like my body just didn't know what to do with that much fear. He was inside. I could hear the subtle change in air, the sound of the door gently closing behind him. No words, no footsteps yet, just presence. Then he moved. Slow, heavy footsteps across the hardwood. He walked into the kitchen. I heard the pantry door open, close, then silence. Then, the stairs. Every step creaked. I could hear them from my room. Then he was upstairs. He tried my parents' room first. The door creaked open. A pause, then shut. Next, the guest room. Then, my door. While this was happening, I crept over to my wardrobe and slowly got in. The panic was flowing through me. My door handle turned. There was a pause, then the sound of boots on the carpet. He was inside my room. He was in the room. I was already hiding in the only place I could fit, the narrow, dusty wardrobe in the corner. I was behind a curtain of jackets and boxes, curled into a ball, barely breathing. I could hear him moving, just a few steps. Then he stopped, right in front of the closet, and I swear I could feel him on the other side of the door. Then he exhaled, not loud, but slow, long, like he was savoring the moment. The handle of the closet door shifted, but didn't open. Then I heard him walk away, just like that. No rush, no slam, just quiet footsteps back down the stairs, and then silence. I waited in that closet until the sun started to rise. When my parents got home the next morning, I told them everything. They didn't believe me. They said I probably fell asleep while playing and had a nightmare. They laughed it off, and I couldn't prove it. I stopped talking about it after that. For a while, I even started to wonder if they were right. Maybe it had been a dream. Maybe my brain was just playing tricks on me. But then, about 6 months later, something happened. My mum was vacuuming under the couch in the living room, and the hose kept catching on something. When she reached under to pull it out, she found a knife. A small, folding utility knife. Dirty. A little rusted. The handle had some kind of tape residue on it, like someone had wrapped it for grip. She thought it was mine. It wasn't. My dad didn't recognise it either. It wasn't ours. And the couch she found it under? It was the same couch I'd been sitting on that night. The night I heard the knock. The night he came in. That knife was in the house with me. That's when they finally believed me. We changed the locks that weekend, added deadbolts, cameras, an alarm system, everything. They never brought it up again. And I still don't sleep easy. I still check every door, twice, every window, every night. And I still think about that man, standing just on the other side of the closet door. I think about the way he walked through the house, like he'd done it before, and sometimes I wonder, why did he stop?